Welcome to Mamamatrix, where a mom could be a mom. I'm Andy.
I'm Tiana.
And this is the first episode of
Mamamatrix.
I feel like when I came out, it should have been like a theme song, like get in sexy, get in sexy.
I don't think that's that.
So what are we doing here today? Like, why are we here? What's going on?
Well, we're here today to discuss, moms. The best thing ever,
Is it really?
It is.
Oh, okay.
We top tier. We up here, baby. We up here.
I don't feel that way most days.
Never.
Okay, whatever.
You're never going to feel like that most days, but the point is, we top tier.
I'll take it.
We top tier.
So we really just wanted to create a platform where we just discuss the complexity of motherhood. Like some days I call her and I'm like, bitch, I don't want to do this. Didn't I call you and say that the other day? Yes. And she actually told me not to say that on our first episode, but it's me.
You got to be honest. We real raw. We just honest.
Unfiltered,
so we putting everything
direct.
On the table, baby.
Yes, we are. So our vision is just to create like a safe space for other moms to just have banter and
be free.
Be free.
Don't be afraid to say how you feel. We all feel the same way, but nobody never says anything about it. Everybody kind of goes around it because you're afraid of being judged. So this is why we're here.
Mm-hmm. You could just expect us to have real, raw, direct conversations. If you feel like this is not for you, just don't tune in because we're not here for the negative commentary. We want positive reinforcement. Mm-hmm. Okay? So as I said, it's a safe space. Let's keep it a safe space. And let's just get right into it. Like, what's been going on? Anything new?
It's a bunch of stuff that's new. I mean, I have my daughter now is 12. Mm-hmm. So she's in these teen years and she's what they call it, preteen now? Mm-hmm. So she's a preteen. We moved. We're getting adjusted with that. She's amazing. She's amazing. But them preteens, how that goes. I'm dealing with the emotions and things in that sort. So, I'm just going with that right now. Just adjusting. She's going to be in 8th grade. And yeah, I'm adjusting.
That's I had my first kiss in 8th grade.
Whoa.
So,
8th grade seen a lot.
8th grade
seen a lot.
So we met in 7th grade. So we know what 8th grade is really like. And it's
8th grade was
scary.
Different. Yes. But she's not like us. She's not. Nothing. Not even close. She's nothing.
Maybe not like you.
No, not like you either.
She was a stepmom by 7th grade.
Oh my God.
But as for me, my kid is 9. She is definitely going through her first stages of puberty. We're getting the little nubs. We're getting the cries. We're getting all the emotions. She's me 0.5.
I know.
It's scary.
Very emotional.
Very emo. Yeah, and she actually just dealt with her first, loss. Her friend passed away from sickle cell. So I just want to send some love to that family. And I'm just sending lots of prayers and hugs and kisses to you. So yeah, that's kind of devastating to be that young and experience something like that. Because everyone that has passed in our family, they're old. Mm-hmm. So it's an expectation.
It's hard to explain that to her. Mm-hmm.
It's you start to think could that happen to me?
Exactly. That's exactly what she probably thinking. Anything, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I had the opportunity to tell her before she went to school so that I can console her. Mm-hmm. So today was the first day back. All the students know, and it was a free day. So yeah.
So let's start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about not how did you become a mother, but why? Not why, but how did you get there?
I can't even tell you. I never wanted to be a mom. And that's why in the beginning I said, please don't come here with your harsh judgments because I can only tell my truth. And if it's something you cannot subscribe to, please just tap out. But I honestly never felt the motherly spirit. I never felt like I had it in me. And I experienced a miscarriage. And me and the person broke up. And when we got back together, I was instantly pregnant. So I'm not really a sign person, but I was like, maybe this is a sign. Like, girl, keep your baby. And I did. And honestly, I could say, I'm not going to say it was the best decision of my life, but it's top tier. Like, I love being a mom now that I'm experiencing it. It's hard. Like, it's full of so many emotions, especially now that we're co-parenting. So like, it's complex. Like, I have no words for it, but yeah, that's really what provoked me. Like, I never saw this for myself. I was like, I'm going to be the rich aunt for sure. I saw that for myself. And now I'm a poor mom. But what about you? Because I was in my 20s. You were a little younger, I was young. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Well, I got pregnant at 19 and I just be doing stuff.
Oh, 19? I was 24. Not that big
not big of a difference, but like we just got out of high school. What was we doing? So I don't know what I was thinking. I just was thinking that this guy was going to be this type of, I was going to be like a family or whatever the case may be. And I just decided I'm going to keep her. Because, the other end of the stick with things, where people go, the nice place. Where everybody went once in their life. I was like, I'm not going to do that again. Because I was afraid that I was never going to be a mom. Like I always wanted to be a mom. Like, I just thought I was destined for that role. I thought I was. I
can see that for you even in our younger years because you always
love kids.
Loved kids. My niece would just latch onto you, your nephew. So,
and now I don't like them. But anyways, back to me.
Still true.
So I just decided to keep her. And I was like, I had like $5,000 saved up thinking that I was going to be able to take care of my kid for life. Like that was going to pay for college, I guess. And I kept her and I just loved everything about it. I love shopping for her. I just loved everything about it. I had so much fun with her. And all my friends were so accepting of my daughter. I don't know. We were weird. Like they all hung out with me still. Like some people like go through where their friends leave them. But I had such a great support. Like my parents, everybody was so supportive with her and everything. So I loved it. Like I just loved everything about it, so.
Yeah.
How did your friends react to you with?
I think everybody was cool with it for the most part. Like nobody said anything negative, but I was not in a predicament to have a kid. I had no money. Like I was literally homeless before getting pregnant. Like I moved into my father's house. My brother lived upstairs and I called my brother like, yo, I have nowhere to go. Because I just left an abusive relationship. And he was like, come upstairs, come to the house. And I was like, okay. And I moved my shit in. No one knew. And like the next week I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant. And I was like, fuck. So like I'm sneaking in every day. And my stepmom actually caught me. And she told my dad, like, I think Andy's staying here. I'm seeing her a lot.
How you got a house and don't know who there? That's crazy.
They're downstairs. I was upstairs. So
oh my God.
Yeah. And no education, no job, nothing. Just like vibes. Literally vibes. But the thing is, for me, it was like, I felt like the person I chose to have a child with, his family, like they are more family oriented. I was like, I felt safe in the moment to make that decision and he fully supported it. So although we were doing bad as a collective, I was like, the family will help us.
Right.
Yeah. And they did. I mean, to the best of their ability, but it was freaking hard. Like I stayed home for the first 2 years of her life, which was amazing.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, I got to like teach her all the things.
Yes.
And then I was like depressed. I fell into a real depression just being stuck with the kid all day. Like I'm listening to Baby Shark all day. So I was like, I got to figure this out. So I went and got a job at Marshall's. I went back to undergrad and it was like, fuck it, let's ball. And yeah.
It's a lot when you become a mom at, I don't want to say a young age because we weren't young, but we were really just trying to figure it out. In that mindset.
Yeah.
With no guidance, you just trying to figure things out. So like I said, I felt like I knew what I was doing. I felt like, and unfortunately I had to go back to work. My daughter was 2 months. So I went back to work and that was horrible. I used to come out. I worked 4 to 12. By the time I got home, she was up. And I used to be looking like, y'all couldn't put us sleep. Like, so I used to go to school in the morning. And then, because I called myself going back to school, thought I was, this
was it. You felt so motivated.
Yes, now you want to do. So I was like, let me go back. I signed back up for school. I'm working 4 to 12. I get off. I'm looking at my parents like, y'all couldn't put her to sleep. And then she didn't see me all day. So she wanted to play. And I was like, this is wild. Like that being by yourself, like, it's kind of wild.
I was by myself with the person.
Yeah, that's really wild. I was like by myself. That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's,
do you think you made the right decision?
No. And I say that because I robbed her of a certain childhood that I had envisioned for her. And I mean, people will say that if they would, it's not me regretting her. Mm-hmm. I just regret what I did as far as the lifestyle. Like, I felt like she deserved more. Like, she needed a family. I grew up with both my parents. Like, so I know how it feels to be a daddy's girl and to wake up to always see both your parents. And, my parents love each other. How they are with each other. But that she wasn't going to never have that from him. Mm-hmm. And that was because of me. So I would regret doing that. I would have waited.
What do you mean
because of my decisions, of who I decided to... Not saying that you can control what the other person does, but I knew what type of person, I knew how he was. I didn't know him enough to know how he was going to be as a dad, if that makes any sense. So I felt like I did that to her and I shouldn't, that wasn't right. But I mean, as far as me being a parent, of course, I love everything about it. Yeah. I love it. Like, I enjoy being a parent. But as far as back then, I would have, if I could talk to the kids now, I'd be like, I don't, because people could be great. But that don't mean that they're going to be a great dad or a great mom. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is you see the red flags, you see the things, and you still
decide to stay.
And decide to keep going. Yeah. And it's like, you knew.
Yeah.
You know.
Somebody said that to me recently. I was, because I said, like, I didn't see red flags in the beginning. Like, even.
I don't believe that.
We were young, though. So that's why it's hard to say. Like, I was a kid. I was 19 when we first really actually started dealing with each other. So even if the red flags were there, I was too young to even understand what a red flag was.
Yeah, really.
He was nice.
That's what we needed.
That's all we needed, especially a person like me that came from an abusive father. So it's like, he was nice. He was always there. He spoke to me. In the beginning, there were no red flags. Like, even in this moment, I can't even sit here and say, like, oh yeah, he did this that one time. It was nothing. And then it's like, we broke up because of me. So it still wasn't him, right? It still wasn't him. So again, no red flags. We get back together. He's still this Prince Charming. And it's like, baby comes. And it's not to put all the blame on him because, so many things change with us as moms, right? But it's just like, I didn't know what a red flag would look like if it hit me.
But I believe that we don't see it because you don't even give yourself enough time to be in a real relationship. You be thinking you're doing something and you didn't do nothing. Y'all don't spend real time together. Y'all don't really travel. Y'all don't do we don't date when we're that age. I feel like for me, like, I never dated. So it's like, you get with somebody. It's like I could just read your mind from here. Like, you get on my nerves.
I've dated.
And that's the problem. I didn't date.
Yeah.
I was saying I did not date. It was just like, oh, I like you. Oh, I like you. Oh, we spend time together. Oh, no. But then we have a baby. No. And now I'm older. I'll be like, what? We not going here? Yeah. We not like, so it's just, wow, it's so crazy. Like, when I look back and I see these young girls, I'll be like, but that was me.
Go have fun.
Yeah, and that's all I be want to tell people. Have fun. Because when you become a parent, you got to put that little person before yourself.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. And as long as you do that, you're good.
And that was the scariest part about becoming a mom for me because I'm selfish. And I'm open about my selfishness.
You really
Still to this day, like, she could be hungry. I'd be like, oh, right. I ate, leave me alone. Like, so selfish. So for me to give that up and to think that I'm still like, I might do it again. It's wild.
That's wild.
It's wild because by then she'll probably be like 12.
Well, that's a fun age. So when they get older, because like you said, you hungry, like you don't really got to do nothing.
Starting over. Then I'll have.
Nobody told you to do that. I'm just saying, like when they 12, you kind of, kind of free a little bit. You know,
definitely.
Like she be making food now. She be doing all types of stuff. So I just be home. Like sometimes I used to come home from work, be so tired, I be knocked out on the couch. She be like, I made noodles. I be like, oh, that's good. I
be knocked out and Sydney be like, Mom, I'll be like, go make cereal.
It's hard though. It's hard. It's fun though. But yeah, if I could talk to them, I'd be like, yeah. Like as I see her getting older, I just look at her and say, I want you. I'm a big believer, and I'm not gonna put what I believe your life should be on you. Like you're gonna tell me what you want to do, and I gotta follow that path. But at the same time, I look at her and I want her to understand, enjoy your life. Because nobody told me that.
Yeah.
Nobody told me to enjoy when I was, because why did I think I was grown at 19? Yeah. I wasn't grown.
You were a stepmom.
Still true. I can't believe, but y'all allowed me to deal with somebody with a kid in high school.
I was on the floor with you.
All my friends allowed that. Nobody said, until this day I look back and I'm like, nobody said like, why are you doing that? Like, I was young.
It felt normal, though.
But why did we normalize that?
I don't know.
That was not normal.
I think it was more so like, because even though our households were very different, it was a commonality. Like, you stay with your person. Like, we were taught that, like, it don't matter what it is, you stick it through. So even at 19, it's young, but it's still like, that's my man.
Yeah, I stopped hanging out with my friends for him. Because, I mean, they was trying to, like, they was threatening to beat him up and stuff. So why would I be hanging out with guys that want to beat him up? Like, that didn't make no sense. So I stopped coming outside. I was like, what am I doing?
Excuse me? I never heard that.
Yes, they wanted to beat him up all the time. So the guy used to be threatening, like, yeah, when I see your boyfriend, I'm going to beat him up. I used to be like, oh my God. So why was I hanging out with them? And then my friends, they were still hanging out with the guy. So I was like, you know what? I started staying in the house and then got cheated on. I stayed in the house.
It's a meme right now. And it says something like, girl, go outside. You still going to get cheated on. And no, I did not make that because you always
didn't make that. Yes, you made that up because it's no what's random. Somebody said that. You made that up.
Justin LaVoy said that.
No, you made that up.
So like, all right, you get pregnant at 19, you come home, you tell your parents, or was it a secret?
No, my mom had four of us all together. So remember, three of them, I'm the youngest. So when I was pregnant, I was just around thinking I'm doing something like, not that I was trying to hide it, but I just didn't know how to say it. My mother came in the room, she said, when you going to tell me that you're pregnant? I was like, oh my.
They know.
And she was just like, I just know. And I was like, what? Still acting stupid. I was like, what? And then she was like, she just left. Like, she was like, whatever. And then as time progressed, I just was like, yeah, I'm having a baby.
You heard a little bit about what motherhood has been for us, and we would like to hear from you. So you could submit a question to us at Mamamatrixpodcast@gmail.com. And this is going to be a little segment for us. You could also ask us any questions. Like, we're open books, I think. And we're just ready to hear from you and engage with our community. And we are just so grateful for those that tuned in for our first episode. If you are still here, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Everything is Mama Matrix Podcast. And again, I'm Andy.
I'm Tiana.
And this is Mama Matrix. See you again.